In this tutorial, I show you how to submit single-frame high-res renders to the UTSOA render farm using 3ds Max. This tutorial assumes that you've gone through the basics already, so I will brush through those quickly. First and foremost, through your File Explorer, navigate to archdata.austin.utexas.edu. That will give you your full list of course shares. And I'll make a shortcut quickly here to my desktop, which will ensure, if I use it every time, to take me through the UNC path process and be sure I'm actually opening my file from the right place. Next step, I already have a 3ds Max file open and ready to go. My first stop here will be to select the viewport I wish to render. Just to show you quickly, in my slate editor, I have several things going on here between maps, noise maps, bump maps, and particle systems. My first stop will be render setup, which I have opened. I'm using V-Ray as my render tool. My time output will be a single frame. And in this case, I'm looking for a high resolution image. And what I'm doing next is for the render output, specifying where to save my single high-res image. I'll give my image a name. And since this is a high-res format, I'm going to write my file to a TIFF image and select Save. 8-bit color, 300 DPI is fine. Next stop is our render pull down with submit scene and save my 3ds model. Okay, my 3ds model is saved and my rrSubmitter is open. My goal here, since I'm going a full high res, is to use the tile frame feature in World Render. But first, to check my settings, I see my file name's good, database is right, TIFF file, image high res. I submit this one to the high-powered farmers. Sift this out at 64 gig and higher for the memory use. And here is the key checkbox, tile frame. In this tile frame feature, you have up to 30 workstations you could utilize. What that means is described here on the render farm section of our wiki is the tile frames. So what you see here is 5 tile frames segregated and the resulting render. And what I will do with this is segregate it 10 times to separate my render into 10 stripes. All right, render preview first is good. Submit. I'll keep this open for now. And back into my directory. My stills will be written here. This is an example of a tile frame of 4 that I segregated earlier today. This one will be segregated into 10. And once the stripes are written into single files, the system will seam them together as a single high-res render for you, or you have the option to seam those together on your own in Photoshop. Check out my render in rrControl. Update to the top right. It looks like it's on its way. All right. That was a quick lesson in how to submit a high-res render to the UTSOA render farm using the tile frame feature to reduce your render times by that many farmers. Okay, thanks for watching.